Hey friends, how are you? Okay, I've pretty much given up coffee except for like one type of coffee, and it's 5:39 in the afternoon, and yeah, I just made myself one. So if I'm a little happy peppy, that's why. Okay, I want to show y'all some stuff. So today has been an interesting day. It's been so interesting. Let me back up. On YouTube. It's all good. So yesterday, my middle sister, who had been staying with my mom for a couple weeks, finally left town. Yes, finally left town. You might be saying, "Oh, Trisha, that sounds so mean." Well, I don't mean it to be mean. And I finally got through to my mom, who's 84, to create boundaries because my mom was depleted and exhausted taking care of my middle sister, who has health challenges and actually has a nurse that comes to her home 3 days a week to give her a bath and all that. And my mom got dumped with taking care of all of that. So you may say, okay, I came here to watch some art and get some happy. Actually, today I am feeling really, really good. I battle fibromyalgia, and I had a diagnosis in the last month, although the last 6 months have been hard. And even as early as last week, I was walking with a cane and my arm and a shoulder at the same time. I was like, seriously, Lord, you've got to help me. And 6 days ago, I decided to give up white flour and bread and muffins and all that. And I don't know, a shift is happening in my body. And so I'm not giving medical advice. I'm just telling you why I'm feeling good. But I wanted to show you something, okay? All right, so I process a lot emotionally, and like a lot by cutting. So if you see my desk, I've got crap everywhere because I was like, okay, I want to come on and do some stuff with y'all. But I'm like, I don't know what I want to do. What do I want to do? I have no idea. So the first thing I wanted to do is I wanted to show you my book. This is just like, it's a scrapbook or whatever, but I wanted just to take you through a little bit of what I do. So this is like a piece of one of my templates, and I made it like stained glass. And I teach this and stuff. And then my students and stuff can put their own words in. But I just want to say, I need to read this one. Live your life, never doubt. To do that, you need to take courage, cultivate creativity, let it go, be brave, love your life, make today count, and don't worry about being original. Now, that one's big. I always have a number of y'all jump on because you think, oh, she's going to teach me art real quick, and then she goes off into talking about something. Okay. But you know what? This video is not about y'all watching. It's about me getting my feelings out. So being original. So I have to tell you. So I have this private group that is Fibromyalgia Women Warriors. And I really decided that for me to create the group and operate the group with the highest level of love that I can give in my heart, and be the best Trisha that I can be and show up for the group, is to be able to show my art, show how I process, give free teachings, offer if I happen to have a coaching class come up, which right now I don't because I'm taking care of my health right now, and profess my faith. And we have like 16 maybe different countries. So one of my sweetest friends, is his religion is Muslim, and I didn't really know about the Islamic religion, and it's been so beautiful to get to know him and the love that he has in his heart. So I love everyone. It's not, it's not about that for me. It's about bringing these women together, right? So this morning, how do I process through like pain or contemplation about life or, stuff? And I was like, you know what? I just feel like I'm going to put it out there that, sorry, if I looked over and I saw a little ant crawling on my bookcase. So anyways, the ants in your life. Oh boy, that could be a conversation, how they distract you. Okay. So anyways, I decided to say, if anyone needs prayer, let me know. I'd love to pray for them. And many women came on and said, yes, I would love it. And I would love it. And then I was like going to pray behind the scenes. And then all of a sudden, I know this is going to sound really weird, but whenever I'm praying and I'm listening, sometimes I'm not even listening to music. I'm just being still. I'm practicing being still. Okay, y'all are going to think I'm weird, but that's okay. I can look over through the woods, and it's like in my imagination, I can see Jesus walking in the woods and hanging out by my cottage. It's so like comforting. So then my spirit was just like, well, instead of just saying that you'll pray for them and they're taking it on faith that you're praying, why don't you stop everything you're doing and start praying for them right now as the requests roll in? I was like, okay, Lord, if you put that on my heart, that's what I'm going to do. So I did. And it's been a blessing as I've gotten private messages and things. And I was praying over situations that I do not know these people. So I don't know if I was on the right track or not. I just led with what the Holy Spirit gave me. And I know I do have these gifts inside of me because things have happened multiple times. But one person in the group was like, no, I don't want prayer. And I'm trying to figure out a way to get out of this group. Now, where I could have in the past been like, oh, I hurt their feelings and so forth. You know what? I had complete joy. Because I know I was going to talk about art. We will do that. Don't worry. But I just have to say, I had so much joy and release because I want to be around. I'm just going to tell it like it is. People don't talk about their age. A lot of times women don't. But you know what? I do. I turned 50. Yes, I did. And the more I just step in to who I'm supposed to be, like be all of me, with all my flaws, with all of my good stuff, with all of my quirkiness, with all of my woo-woo, as somebody used to say, and it had offended me. Now I just love it. I actually love myself, I think, for the very, very first time. So I've got to send this to my sister. I should have texted her and told her, because my other sister, the older one, the rock star, my mentor, like my second mom, because she would be so proud of me right now if she heard me say that, Karen, I actually love myself, even though 2 weekends ago I was just in despair over that situation, right? So the more I step into myself, the more that art just kind of comes through my fingertips. And I think that's why I'm telling you this, is because we don't have to have everybody in the world accept us. We don't. When we were like in kindergarten and first grade and stuff like that, and sixth grade, oh my gosh, that was terrible. remember bending over and splitting my pants in front of everybody. And I had to walk down the hall to the principal's office with books behind my butt. They were my favorite pink pants, and I split them. Oh, so worried about what everybody thought. I wanted to fit in. I wanted to be one of the cool kids. But I wasn't living in the hip neighborhood. I was living in the trailer. However, my mom kept it neat as a pin and did everything that she could. And she got me the clothes that I wanted and all of those things that she could to provide for me, as my dad was disabled. So the reason I talk about this, I think, is because I believe a part of healing, like therapeutic healing, right, is learning how to live your life and never doubt, and, take some courage to cultivate the creativity within you and let it go. If there's some people who don't want to be a part of your life, who are someone in your immediate family that hurts you, just be brave. And be brave that the right people are going to come into your life. And when you do, you're going to love your life. And you're going to want to live the days where you want to make today count. And so that's what I did today, is I wanted to make today count. Today is a very low pain day for me. For those of y'all who don't know what fibromyalgia is, it's where pain is all over your body. And some days are going to be really bad. And some days are going to be a lot better. And today was a day where I'm feeling good. So that's why I stopped everything I was doing and I prayed. And then by being original, one of the ladies was like, I don't want you to pray for me. In fact, I'm trying to find a way to get out of this group. And I'm like, no problem, girly. And I hit delete. And it's good. And there's no pain or fear or whatever associated with that. So I just wanted to show you my little scrapbook. I have like 3 of them. But basically, I love like doing these little embellishments. This is actually like little paper embellishments. And these are like little paper flowers. And these like have little rhinestones and stuff. And then this is my scripture art. I need to frame this one. Those who know your name trust in you, Lord. You have never forsaken those who seek you. Oh, love it. Right? Totally forgot I had that. All right. And then I wanted to show you some of the papers. So basically, while I was in a flare and not realizing, a flare is when your whole body decides to shut down and you really can't function very well. I was like, okay, I can cut little pieces of paper. So what I did is I started doing these types of papers. And I'm going to show you, not these, this one. So basically what I did, and I might do a live with you, I started basically taking little scraps of paper and collaging them. And it had a story to it. So here's another one. Here's a paper, create, dream, inspire. Oh, this is so good. Return to your rest, my soul. That's good. Return to your rest. We need to learn to be still and know that I'm God. This one actually turned into a journal. Today is going to be awesome. Peace comes from within. I need to finish the little flowers and I need to turn this into a journal. What do you think? Do you think this is a good journal? So why don't I just show you how I create some cool paper for a few minutes. All right. So first what I do is I start with this plain hardstock paper, right? And then I have Mod Podge. And I like using matte instead of gloss whenever I'm collaging. So here's a cool example. This is a copy of one of my journal cover, right? And I ran it through my printer, but unfortunately my printer decided to be out of ink. So I was like, oh, darn it. Well, instead of throwing it away, I'm like, okay, what can I use? I could use this and then collage over top of it. But I want to just show you how you can collage something to make something. So I am going to cut around this butterfly. And I'm going to get a glue stick. So if you ever want to try collaging with me. So boy, I got to title this video like purging of my thoughts with negative people and being yourself while collaging. I don't know, something like that. Okay, so this is an Elmer's glue stick. So what I'll do is I'll do this on the back with an Elmer's glue stick. And then all I'm doing is I am just placing it like that on the paper. Okay? And then show you some ideas. And while I've had a good day with my fibromyalgia, if you see me, well, you won't see me behind the scenes stretching for just a second. It's only because the pain goes into my shoulders because I'm a writer and artist. So it loves to settle there. All right. So here's a napkin. So most napkins are 3-ply or at least 2-ply. And what you can do is you can actually just separate it right there. And so on the piece of paper, if I would like to have maybe, I don't want the welcome there and stuff, but maybe I just want this little section of this bird, right? So I'm going to go ahead and cut around her. And those of y'all who are in my Fibromyalgia Women Warriors group on Facebook, I am doing the coloring session with y'all tomorrow, okay? And I would do it at night, but sometimes by the time night comes, I'm sore. But I promise we'll do one maybe like on a Saturday too as well, so that way you can be a part of it. Okay, so I'm not sure about this hole right here right now. So I think what I'm going to do is bring that napkin down. So what I'm going to do on this one is I am going to put a little of the Mod Podge on. Only because this paper, this is a napkin, so it's like, see how flimsy it is? And I do have a store on Amazon. I get a little teeny commission. It's called GoFindYourHappyShop.com. And I have napkins and such in there that I've picked out for you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just lay this down right here. I'm going to try to lay it as just as flat as I can. So if there's any of y'all that are watching this that might battle, let's say like rheumatoid arthritis or something of that nature, and you're like, I cannot do brushwork, Trisha, that you show me. It's pretty, but I just can't do it, girlfriend. This is awesome because you're just using if your fingers are really sore, you can just move a little bit, you know, and you don't have to make it perfect, okay? Because we're just collaging. All we're doing is collaging and just having fun. And I'm going to show you in stages how we can paint over them. So I'm going to just cut this, and that's not going to be trash. I'm actually going to take these little papers, and I think I'm just going to like put it up the side. Put that up the side. Let's see. And I'm going to cut another little square of this. And I'm going to just squeeze this on a little bit, just gently. And there we go. So this is an example of what I teach my students in Happy Tribe. And so I teach classes every month, and we go through different things. So that way you can incorporate like these healing things within your life. So that's not just pictures. I love word art. So for example, I have this book that has all these wonderful sayings like, it's the little things that make life big and so forth. So I'll mix and match words and just really, you know, do it for myself. I'm creating something that when I look at it, it brings me joy. And then what's happened is after I've created it, it turns into possibly a present or something for someone else. So I wanted to show you the power of collage. And what's neat is once you start mastering these leveling types of collage, you can then integrate it into, let's say, refurbishing a piece of furniture. As long as you know how to seal it and protect it. In your collages, you can integrate fabrics. There's so much that you can do. And I think that's why I like it. It allows the freedom of creativity. So that's what I wanted to show you today. And I hope you enjoyed it. And thanks for listening. You guys are like my, I think you guys are like my online therapy. Look at that. Who knew, right? Share with me what your thoughts are. And if you liked the idea of collaging, I'd love to hear more. Okay? Take care. Have a blessed one. Bye.